Welcome friends to another video, and today I'm going to talk about 12 scented months. So I'm going to talk about each month and what fragrance I consider to be best worn in that month throughout 1 year. These are 12 picks from my collection, and let's start with January. And in January, because it's very cold outside, we have very low temperatures, Ted Lapidus Oud Blanc for me is the fragrance that represents this month the best. You have a beautiful combination between peaches and oud, simply amazing. This is a monster type of fragrance with huge projection. It's piercing to the cold, so this is the fragrance that I would wear and also recommend for the month of January. Let's go to February, and for February I picked up Mugler Pure Tonka, mainly because this has that beautiful combo between Tonka and roasted coffee beans. Simply amazing. It's gourmand, it's powerful, it's strong, it's sweet, and it simply smells amazing. So if you're a huge fan of the Mugler house, this one for me is the most representative fragrance for the month of February. In March, because spring is here and you need a fragrance that represents the rebirth of nature, I picked up Azzaro Solarissimo Levanzo. This one is a very beautiful composition between cedar, mint and also basil. It's a woody aromatic fragrance. And also, Azzaro, when they made this fragrance, they said that it represents the rebirth of nature every single day. But to me, it's very representative for the fact that nature is coming back to life after a long winter. So everything turns green again. The flowers start to blossom, and nature basically returns to its normal ways. And this one inspires that exact same feeling. So Azzaro Solarissimo Levanzo for me is the best representation for the month of March. And we go to April, and in April I picked up Acqua di Parma Mandor di Sicilia. You have a very beautiful composition. This is a very powerful fragrance on my skin. It stays 24 hours in terms of longevity, and it projects like a beast. You have some very interesting notes inside, and you have almond combined with citruses, which is simply great. It's delicious, it's gourmand, it's cozy, it's elegant, it's very, very nice, and it's best suited for April, in my opinion, mainly because you have low to moderate temperatures. So this is when this fragrance, in my honest opinion, behaves the best, if you want. Mandor di Sicilia from the House of Acqua di Parma is the month of April. And we are approaching summer, and of course we need something to wear, something fresh, something cooler, but at the same time that can perform really great for the month of May. And I've picked up a very cheap fragrance this time around, but very good in terms of performance and also the way that it smells. This is Noble Fig from the House of Ferrari. This is a very, very delicious, very creamy fig, very beautiful. It smells great and it performs really great. Although it's very cheap, you're gonna pay for it about 25 euros, which is simply amazing. Comes from the Essence line. So if you never tried the Essence line from the House of Ferrari, I highly encourage you to try it out, because it has some really interesting and actually quite good fragrances. But for me, for the month of May, this is my pick, Noble Fig from the House of Ferrari. And summer is here, and we start with June, and in June, of course, I want to smell fresh, clean, and actually great. And that's why I picked up L'Homme Cologne from the House of Guerlain. Creamy lemon combined with almond, very good performance, great projection also. The scent is creamy, it's luminous if you want, it's uplifting at the same time, and it gives you a really nice clean sensation. So for the month of June, L'Homme Cologne is my pickup. I highly encourage you to purchase this one if you don't have it already, because it was discontinued 2 years ago and it's quite hard to find it nowadays. And in July, when all hell breaks loose, well, you need something that smells also fresh, clean, elegant. And I picked up Dior Eau Sauvage Cologne. One of the most beautiful, fresh fragrances ever created. One of the best, if not the best, bergamot note that I ever smelled and owned. A very good performing fragrance, considering that this is Eau de Cologne concentration. Very uplifting, very refreshing, very elegant and cozy, and simply works amazing in huge or high temperatures, especially in July when temperatures go above 35 degrees Celsius. At least where I live in Romania, this is what happens. So this is an amazing choice for the month of July. Here comes August, and in August, of course, because temperatures are still high, you need something that's still refreshing with good performance, and I picked up Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche. An amazing composition from the House of Hermès, a flanker to the original Terre d'Hermès, but in this one the main accord is grapefruit, a very zesty, cooling, refreshing grapefruit note combined with the vetiver. It performs impressive, it smells amazing, and it projects really great also. Terre d'Hermès Eau Très Fraîche is actually my favorite from the whole Terre d'Hermès lineup. I highly encourage you to give it a try. Again, in my opinion, it's one of the best smelling grapefruit fragrances that you can buy on the market. I also like Yves Saint Laurent, why? But this one, in my honest opinion, is still better, especially if we are talking about the grapefruit note. You also have bitter orange, pepper and other notes inside, but the grapefruit note combined with vetiver is the main accord. And September is here, so officially it's autumn. And because in September we have, let's say, different type of temperatures, it may be cold, it may be hot, it may be sunny, it may be rainy, then I picked up Armani Code. Simply amazing. Olive and Tonka. It's a very subtle fragrance. It doesn't project like a monster, but in terms of longevity, it's actually quite good. It stays on my skin between 12 to 14 hours, so it's really great. This is a different type of fragrance. It's elegant, it's sophisticated, it's manly, and it's very cozy at the same time. It's a very good fragrance, especially for formal occasions. So, because in the month of September we have those fluctuations between the days in terms of temperatures and outdoor conditions, I consider this one to be the best fragrance for the month of September. Armani Code from the house of Giorgio Armani. In October, temperatures drop, but you still need something that's clean, that's fresh, but at the same time it's elegant, it's mature, and has a good endurance, because temperatures are lower. And my pick is Lalik Homage Alone. One very underrated fragrance, simply amazing combo between violet and wood. Fresh when it's warmer outside or hotter, but at the same time woody when it's colder outside. This is actually a fragrance that I recommend wearing throughout the whole year. At least that's what I'm doing. I've worn this one in winter, in summer, in spring, in fall, and it simply amazes me how well it manages to react on my skin with the outdoor conditions. But this time around, I consider this to be representative for the month of October, mainly because temperatures are a bit on the lower side compared to September. And this is why I highly recommend Hommage à l'Homme for the month of October. In November, because it's cooler outside, I can only recommend one fragrance, and this is Paco Rabanne 1 million Prive. Cinnamon and Tonka, it's an amazing combination. I do consider this one to be the best fragrance that Paco Rabanne ever produced. This is my opinion. It's simply great. It's a masterpiece. It has very good performance, very good projection, and the scent is simply intoxicating. It's amazing how well it feels. Sweet, but not overpowering. Yet elegant, mature, classy, quite good for casual wearing, but also it fits well with formal occasions. So for the month of November, this is my pick, 1 million Prive from the house of Paco Rabanne. And the last one, for December, I decided to pick again something interesting. And this is from the niche lineup from the house of Al Haramain, and this one is called Al Haramain Oud 36. And as the name implies it, this is an oriental fragrance, very powerful, very good performance, very good projection. Actually, it's a monster type of fragrance, but it's very, very well suited for the month of December because temperatures are low or very low. So this one will pierce through the cold outside, and because it's a woody oriental fragrance, it's going to perform really great in those temperature conditions. Very nice fragrance from the house of Al Haramain. I don't know how easy it is nowadays to purchase this one, but if you have the opportunity, give it a try and go ahead, test it out, and maybe you're gonna purchase it because it's one great fragrance from this house. Oud 36 is the fragrance that's representative for the month of December in this 12 scented months list that we are ending right now. So this pretty much does it for this video, guys. These are my picks for every single month in 1 year. These are great fragrances on their own. Some of them are cheap, others aren't as cheap, but they all smell great. They all perform great. At least on my skin, they do this. And these are fragrances that I highly recommend you to try, and why not, maybe to also purchase them. But that decision is yours to make, not mine. I can only recommend you these fragrances because I own them, I've worn them, and pretty much these are my conclusions when it comes to them. This is 12 scented months. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. As always, my friends, be safe, be good. Peace.